Potter. Team in good spirits, as you'd expect, having won all of their matches so far.
To strengthen how it will, grow going forward.
And the strength that clubs like Ittihad have already, because be the case, but Ittihad have a big following wherever they go. Well, let's take a look at the lineup, starting with the home side. New signing Odion Ighalo impressed by scoring off the bench on his debut last time out, but a place among the substitutes is where he finds himself again this evening. They do make a couple of changes. One of them comes in central defence with Wehda, the captain, returning in place of Abdullah Al-Hafith. Where he finds himself again this evening. They do make a couple of changes. One of them comes in central defence with Wehda, the captain, returning in place of Abdullah. Right back, where Mohanad Shankiti, who started the opening 2 games of the season, is back in from the first whistle for this one. Madala Al-Olayan drops to the bench. So final check of the watch from referee.
That's what he's done all his career.
Oh, that pass is a little bit loose, and thrower had to come racing off his line to get there ahead of Noor.
Yeah, Noor was really anticipating that ball well, but Grower equal to it, and that's what you want from your goalkeeper, to be on.
Mention that Wehda come into this match in decent form. Well, it would have been spectacular had it come off.
Yeah, sometimes the balls in this team.
Sood has gained some ground, little layoff there into Romarinho, and the deflection comes off El Yamik for a corner.
Yeah, the spirit, and sometimes that can mean and be a little.
Yeah, Ighalo came off the bench and scored last week. There'll be a free kick there for the challenge on Romarinho.
And if you're settled at home, you're normally settled on the pitch.
One back by N'Golo Kanté, but the attempted pass forward was rather cut out, and Hamdallah has taken a whack there, and it's Hedgie, the player who conceded the free kick just a minute or 2 ago.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a caution, or at least.
Whereas Benzema, he's been sniffing around, but
under a little bit more pressure.
There's a lovely touch from Kanté there initially as the ball's played in, and Fabinho sends it forward, where it's collected by Benzema. Release. So close on this occasion from Al-Ghamdi. That one's sailing wide of the post.
Again, you can't.
Shankiti going across. It's Hazard Al-Ghamdi who fires the shot in. There were a few people inside the stadium, I think, who wondered whether that had snuck inside the post.
It was close, wasn't it? The net rippled, but not in the right way. But the
ball could open up here. Hamdallah bearing down on goal, and uncharacteristically wide of it with the shot. Well, that looks so inviting for a player of his quality.
Yeah, you're just expecting the net to bulge at that point.
Here. Nacional in 2018. Racing forward here is Hausa, sending it on its way. In it goes. Great chance, and again, it's a great chance that's been missed, and it's a much better opportunity than the last one for Hamdallah, and he can't quite believe it. Mo was rather hoping for a free kick, referee not interested. Benzema going for it, and Jawad El Yamik puts it behind, but I think may have just caught Karim Benzema as the pair of them tussled for the ball.
He doesn't look happy, does he? I don't think there's any.
For even a new signing like Hotter to get a game, as Wehda come forward. Sowie. Ittihad get the ball away, and the referee quick on the whistle there, and somehow Sowie, the fullback from Wehda, is the player on the ground there. Another player down, and Wehda will have the free kick. Kanté penalised. The referee will just go back and check on Faisal. What can they create here? An opportunity which almost ended up in the back of the net there from El Yamik.
It was really good opportunity. I thought, first of all, why doesn't he just head that back across, he takes it down on his chest.
To Coronado, and the referee's seen enough for the first half. And Wehda and their coach Georgios Donis will be the happier of the two at the. After a collision with Jawad El Yamik, the Moroccan World Cup.
A little bit different.
Not a great ball from Conte, it's been intercepted. Oh, that was a great chance there for Anselmo. Didn't look entirely convinced he knew what he wanted to do with it.
No, and it's a shot.
Pursued with initially a heavy touch. He's got support on the outside if required. Decides to go for goal. Little deflection, carrying that beyond the post and behind for a corner.
Yeah, it looked very close, didn't it? We'll get a better angle of it. You heard the deflection, and I wonder whether that was just going to help it into that top left-hand corner. And by that point, there's a lot to do.
It was Al-Khatani who lost the ball initially. Run of his into Romarinho. And Shankiti doesn't work. Oh, and poor defending again, and a great chance, and it has been wasted. Oh, it was another opportunity.
Huge opportunity for Wehda.
Well, Anselmo's got him. This is a great spell for Wehda in the match here early in the second half. Anselmo with a delightful touch. Didn't quite fall for him, having made it, and Marcelo Groa able to counter.
It would have been a wonderful.
Here they come. It could open up here, and it's back off the post. Romarinho, and the block is made by Housawi. Well, that is by a long way the closest Ittihad have come to scoring a goal. Anselmo, by the way, is back on the field. That's much more like it in terms of a spectacle and the sort of play that we would expect to see from a team like Ittihad. Maybe they'll. And Jawad El Yamik is there, but Romarinho fires it into the bottom corner. Once again, like so many times before, it's Romarinho who leads the way for Ittihad. They've not been at their best, but their record goal scorer makes the breakthrough with just under half an hour to go. Wehda, not the best opportunity of the game, but Hotta might have one for himself here as he tries to beat the keeper at the near post, and he's done it. Hotta off the bench in the first half, finds the net in the second, and he is shining in this fourth match of the new season. A player who had.
Now it's a big mountain to climb.
Can they start that climb now? Well,
hit it hard and low across the goalkeeper into the side netting, and he deserves that today because I think he's played really well this evening. Hamdallah looking for it, but I think after his teammate didn't repay him the favour a minute ago, he was never passing it, was he?
Well, it was a Brazilian player who scored the first and another Brazilian who scored the third. The pair of them combining there. Romarinho, the score of the.
Tiếp tục đến video thì giới thiệu với anh em đây là cây na nhá. Đấy, giới thiệu với anh em cây na đây. Anh em quan sát cây na. Đây, đúng lá na không anh em? Chuẩn lá na nhá.